Hey, I'm Adam.
I'm Bryan.
Back with another episode of Buds and Suds.
So I got this in an extra. I know, an extra, right?
Yeah.
So the VSOD, very special old Deth. It is basically Deth's tar from Revolution Brewing that is selected and put into barrels for, it's set up to 2 years even. So this is barrel aged, it's an oatmeal stout. Again, Revolution is in Chicago, Illinois. Thanks again for the extra. Really appreciate it, and thought we should review it. As good of numbers as it's getting.
Absolutely, sounds good.
All right.
Did we reviewed Death's Tar, didn't we?
We've had Death Star.
And coffee.
I thought we reviewed the Death Star.
I think it was at Bryan and Missy's house.
I think it was.
Time, but we have to go back and look at that. But
well, they start to run together after 400.
But it kind of poured cola-ish, you know, kind of thin when I was pouring it out, but holds the glass pretty well.
Hold the glass.
So did you say 13.8?
Yeah, 13.8. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Some oatmeal stouts are, you know, they do kind of get a little thinner, but this one looks thicker than most oatmeal stouts.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the nose.
Let's get the nose.
Ooh, that smells wonderful.
Huge barrel, vanilla,
it's
chocolate.
That is just right up in the forefront.
Big vanilla barrel. I mean, just
the barrel just stands out.
Yeah, oaky, you know, just a big barrel. I mean, that's all. So this is 2 years. I mean, you expect it, and it does. It comes through on the nose right away.
That's amazing.
Big kick of vanilla and oak. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Cheers.
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 Mm-hmm. Ooh. Yeah, that's a little hefty. So it's boozy to me right up front, but pretty complex. A little thinner than I'd hoped, but still, it's not as thin as some of the stouts we complained about. So,
yeah, I agree. Big hit of, but woo, even more.
It's
heat. Whoo, more heat there.
Yeah,
man. And then I get like this oaky, woody, and vanilla. Now, if I remember correctly, Death's Tar was very like roasted, bitter roast, just huge roasted malt is what I remember.
Yeah,
and I might be wrong.
I vaguely remember that.
I just remember thinking, holy moly, this is one of these big roasty, malty stouts. Which, you know, I like the sweeter things. So I'm really liking what the barrel does to this. Kind of cutting down that roast, giving it this sweetness. But I mean, the 2 years in the barrel come through. I'm just getting more of this like oak, like almost kind of tobacco, leather. I mean, I'm getting these complex flavors from the barrel.
Yeah, the barrel really makes this shine, which is really good. I mean, for a barrel-aged beer, what I hate is a barrel-aged beer that you can barely tell that it's barrel-aged. And this one, I mean, you can tell it's barrel aged for sure. I
mean, this is like drinking a bourbon. I mean, it's that complex. It's opening it up. I mean, just these woody characters. You're getting some toffee in there, caramel. I mean, definitely big vanilla oakiness to it. I mean, it's almost like I'm describing when you're doing a bourbon tasting.
It does. I'm not a big bourbon fan. I love bourbon barrel aged beers, but I'm not a big bourbon fan. But this tastes a lot more like bourbon to me than it does beer.
Yeah, it does. I agree with you.
It's still good though. I mean, I still like it.
No, I dig it. I mean, it's unique. I mean, 2 years in a barrel. I'm glad it's coming. It's really shining through. Now, again, at this hefty of an ABV, I wouldn't be drinking this all the time. It's a great can to split with someone or just sip over a long time over.
It's a sipper
over the night because the alcohol is definitely there.
So. I don't know how wide distribution is for Revolution, but we don't see it down here. But for those of you who can't get this, you know, compare it to say a Bourbon County. I think it's more complex than a Bourbon County, thinner than a Bourbon County, or New Holland's Dragon's Milk. That one, it's hard to remember how much. You get the bourbon character, but it's not really as much barrel-aged character, you know? This is all barrel, which is phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, it's nice to get this much barrel character in a beer. Sometimes you get just vanilla, or you just get, you know, just the bourbon, but I mean, you're getting everything, which is really nice.
It is. And it's from the Deepwood series.
The Deepwood series? I didn't read that.
So, I thought
it was from the Star Wars series. I guess they can't say that.
Limited edition Deepwood.
Deepwood, yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. Very unique. I can't remember the last time I've had this much bourbon in a beer.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But sip it.
Absolutely. What do you ranking this one?
Oh, goodness. I'm a 4.33. I can't quite get to 4.5.
I can't either.
4.33.
Yeah, I'm same way. It's right in between a 4.25 and a 4.5 for me. I'm just 4 1/3. We'll go 4.33, and this was a treat, especially for an extra. Holy crap! Holy cow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I feel bad for what I sent. Now, I mean, I sent him an extra.
Well, I mean, I think extras. I mean, you guys can comment, but I think just when I think extras, I don't think of blowing someone away. I think of something from my region that they can't get,
right?
And something decent. I mean, you don't want to send them crap, but I mean, something just that you can't get. I mean, I think that's a nice, something in your region that they've never had before. I think people, and I mean, an extra is an extra. People appreciate it as long as it's the gesture that counts.
Yeah. Well, if you want to rate my extra versus his, I gave him a home style from Bearded Iris, which couldn't get up there.
It's a great beer.
Yeah, but unfortunately, it was 5.5 weeks old when I sent it. But I was waiting to get a new one, and we didn't get any new this past weekend, so I had to go ahead and send it the way it was.
It holds up.
I just had one last night. It was still great. It was still really good, not great, but still really good.
Yeah, I think you did good.
I think so. Yeah. I think it was somewhat comparable.
Yeah.
But anyway. Absolutely. Or you can flame me out.
Never send an IPA that's older than 4 weeks. You should know better. No, if it was a trade, though, that's something different.
Right.
If you were trading for home style,
I would never trade.
Get 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, it needs to be fresh, but yeah, I think as an extra, that's perfectly reasonable.
And this is really good.
Yeah,
Thanks again
awesome.
for sending me this one. It was good.
4.33 for both of us. Anything else?
No.
As always, guys, if you can't have the beer you love the beer you have. Thanks.